Yeah, well, now that I have changed and no longer look like I am myself from freshman year, I would like to start off by saying this is something a little different. This is going to be a solo video. I thought I would be showing you guys something that's really special to me. It is a project I've been working on for almost a year now. Yeah, in about a month it'll probably have been a year. So, let me give some context before I show you guys. When I was a kid, I was fascinated by shiny things on the ground, you know, like a crow. Seriously, as a kid, I had this small box. It was a little tin box. It wasn't very big. And in like kindergarten and first grade, every day I would just hunt and hunt for things on the ground to put in that box. So we're talking like sequins, googly eyes, beads, the shiny metal parts of a pencil, anything I can get my hands on that looked interesting and strange would go in the box. I have this deep memory of like just sitting at the bench waiting for my parents to pick me up and just digging through the sand to like get the little metal end of a pencil to put it in the box later. I remember this story. I was in first grade, and for some reason the teacher had to go to like a meeting or something, so she said, hey, we're gonna make you go to this other teacher's classroom. The other teacher had to babysit us for some reason, but it was really weird because those students were taking a test, so you have like 25 kids come in and just like sit there in the corner of the classroom, like, you have to be quiet, you can't talk because these kids are taking a test, but it's like, okay, we have to be babysat, but we're bored out of our minds. So, it was coming to the end of the test, and my eyes are peeled. I'm looking, because my eyes are always looking, you know, like little ADHD kid. There was a bead on the ground, and there was also a bead in this girl's desk. So, I'm thinking in my mind, I could just run up and grab that bead, but everyone would look at me and be like, what the hell is she doing? But also, I can't go to the other girl and be like, hey, can I get that bead in your desk? Because then she'd be like, what the hell are you doing? We're taking a test. So, it was a dilemma. I had to somehow get those beads, but I wasn't going to get both of them because that would have been too much of a feat for 6-year-old me. So, I'm waiting there patiently. The test is wrapping up, and in a cluster of 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds walking around the room, turning their tests in, I run up, I snatch the bead on the ground, and then I'm like, okay, I got that one. I need to somehow get that one on the girl's desk. That one was red, it was a little bit bigger, it was a little shinier. But this one was just gray, kind of small. Wasn't that important, but it would have been cool to have both of them. So I'm like, I'll trade this girl for that bead. That one's cooler. So, when the time was right, I go up to that girl, I go, hey, I'll trade you this bead for that bead. And then she's like, okay, sure. So then, I got the bead, I was like, yes! I got the bead! So, that's just a little introduction to my trinket collection. That small box has since been thrown away. I don't know if it's been thrown away or if it was just been lost, but it was probably thrown away by my mom. Let me introduce to you the trinket board. This is over 10 inches, I'll tell you that. Diameter, plywood cut piece of wood board. Yes. That has all of these trinkets and gizmos and doodads, super glued, hot glued, fastened, attached, adhesive on there by some means. Most of these are from my childhood. They have memories to them. Some of them I am still collecting from this day. Some of these are very recent. Some of these I haven't even attached yet. This right here, I'll get a little bit closer for you, is a small little glass maple leaf. Nothing too special, but what is special about this to me is that this maple leaf was one of those original trinkets that I had all the way back since first grade. Found it in the sand, and that was one of the only things I was able to salvage from that original trinket box from when I was 6 years old. Let's just go through some of these. I think that would be pretty fun. So, like I've obviously said before, a lot of these are from my childhood and a lot of these are new. Some of them are from this year actually. For instance, one of the newer things that I have on there would include this worm on a string that I got at a convention with my pal Cam. Now, in this spot right here, I was going to put one of those little plastic babies because we found one on the floor, and I was going to keep it until another cosplayer friend we have, as a joke, put it in his hand, and then he proceeded to take it like a pill. He didn't actually swallow it, but now it's in his possession, and we need him back. We need the baby back. So it can go right here. Right here. So here's the maple leaf. A better shot. This little plastic gem is another one of those old things I've had for a super long time. It was back in Easter when I was probably in 2nd or 3rd grade when I was wandering around, as I do. They were still like having a ceremony or whatever, but I got bored out of my mind, and I think we were about to leave anyway, so there was this little small water fountain that was broken, and I was looking around and I found this little plastic fake crystal, and I always kept that. But here we have some of my favorite additions. I would love to tell you guys, like, each of the stories behind some of these. Like, you guys can ask me in the comments, like, what story you would like specifically from some of these. I have some new things on there, actually. I'll talk about kind of the birth, I guess, of the trinket board in 2019, because for Christmas, Kennedy wanted me to make one of those Margaritaville signs. She had, I helped her out with it, for her parents' Christmas gift. So she got all these wood planks, and we stained them, we painted them, but she still had a few, like, planks of wood left over. So I was like, I'm gonna take some of this wood. So I had a plank of wood, and I was like, I could turn this into like an art piece, but I wasn't really sure what, and I had a bunch of junk in my room, and I thought, this would be so cool if I brought back my old trinket box, but turned it into an art piece, and that's what I did. I filled it up very quickly. I've probably filled it up, it was like, by the end of the year. I was like, I still have a lot of stuff, and I got another canvas, actually, and started filling that one up too, but the thing is, it just kind of looked chaotic, the shape was weird, and I was like, this would look better if it just had a big round plate shape. I think it'd be really cool to, like, make these for people, you know, like, I would love if people could be like, could like commission me, and then it'd be like, hey, could you do like a red themed one and do like a bunch of red colored trinkets, or hey, maybe like I like pastel colors, could you do them all pastel, or hey, could you do this? I could also put like mirrors in the middle. It could be like a trinket mirror, or it could be like a clock. I don't know, that would be so cool, right? And it's just my little thing, and it's honestly a lot of fun. I'm obviously not done yet, but as you can see, I still have all of this space left at the bottom. I would like to finish it sometime in the beginning of next year, probably. That might not happen though, but some things that I would definitely like to get before the board fills up is I would like the plastic baby right here, not a replacement. I want the original one. Another thing, since I ordered some Unis Honest merch, I know that the packaging, I got a pin, so I'll probably cut out the Unis Honest, like, logo or something and, like, use that as a background, too. Just, you know, show some memories, you know, for 2020. I've only recorded for 15 minutes. Maybe I should tell more stories. Is these little mermaids that I have around here. And the crazy thing is one of my favorite toys when I was really little were these stupid little cocktail mermaids that you would put on the end of drinks to mark like whose drink was whose. And it was a blue one, and my cousin had one too. I snapped the arms off of it though, because I was small and didn't understand how that worked. But it was just one of those memories that was like deep in the back of my head, and I'm like, where did that come from? So I had to find them, and I did. And now we have our ladies. She's protecting the best friend Pickle. And then, of course, one thing, I actually got these mermaids off of an Etsy shop that tries to like declutter and get rid of junk, and some of these things came with it, like this little plastic monkey, some things I used for the background, like some of this grass, and some other trinkets that are on here. I'll link in the description. Oh shoot! The glue gun! It's ready. But thanks. Now I'll go edit this. Bye bye.